Well, hey everybody, welcome back, and welcome to another episode of Gly's Shorts. That's right, okay, well where are we today? Well, I'm at a gold mine, and I'm on my way to another much larger mine further to the north of here. But this location right here is along the way, so I thought I'd show it to you. We've got a few outbuildings, a big shaft, a couple of adits. There's an ore bin in behind the hill, and I believe that this portal or adit right here used to shoot all the way through this hill and come out on the other side. So when we get done here, we'll hop back into old Bob, drive around the corner, and see if it does do that. So let's get started on some of the outbuildings. Okay. All right, to get things started here, what I'm going to do is just kind of pan around the area. It's too rainy and drizzly today to fly the drone, so we're going to have to keep everything down on the ground. Off over there is the vertical shaft. It's been bat barred, and on the other side of it, there's a portal or an adit. As I turn around this direction, we've got one of the outbuildings we'll be exploring here pretty quick. Okay, and then over here, there was a bin. I believe we had some recreational prospectors out here at one time, and I'll show you evidence of that here in a few minutes. As we continue to pan around, there's another outbuilding down there we're going to explore with a bunch of concrete foundations. And then off a little bit more here to the right and straight in front of us is evidence of what they were mining. Let me show you. So the ore body or the vein that was running through this area cut across 2 or 3 different washes, like the one you see right here. Down in the bottom, you can see there's the road that I came in on, and just to the right of the road, see that cut right there? That's the starting of an open stope. Okay, now as you look at that cut, the wall on the right hand side, that would technically be the footwall. The left hand side of that cut is the hanging wall. You can see there might be an adit right there, but you can't really get to it because there's kind of a vertical shaft right below it. Now as I pan up a little bit here, look across the way to the hill over there, you'll see a dark spot. That's another adit on the next hill over. So you can see how that vein was tracking from the west to the east, and it tracked right through this area. And I'm going to keep on turning around here, and it would have went right underneath my feet right here. Okay, to right over there to where the shaft was dropped in and that portal. So underneath my feet, I would imagine that there's a number of drifts traveling between the east and the west. And on the other side of that hill, right there, there is a ore chute, and I believe the back side of that portal right over there probably pops out. So we're going to head over there after we get done exploring this and take a closer look at that. Okay, so let's start on the building here. So we've got looks like this might have well been in the 60s, I'm guessing. We got a corrugated tin shack. Let's get up in here and take a closer look. All right, here we go. Okay. Yeah, corrugated tin shack with drywall throughout. Wow, this is pretty fancy. Sure is. Yeah. Windows covered in that, there's a name for that kind of stuff. It's kind of escaping me right now. Not a whole lot to see in here though. Yeah, unfortunately people been in here using their feet and kicking in the drywall. Okay, and we got a little sink unit over here. Anything in the cupboards? Let's look. No, nothing in the cupboards. Anything in the sink? Nothing but a beer can down in there. Yeah. that's the old crushed beer can. It's good that I'm not seeing too much graffiti in here from people. That's kind of nice. All right, guys, that's about it. There's not much more to see in here. Let's head on out. Safely, of course. There we go. We'll go off this direction. So they welded together some 55-gallon drums here, and they were using that as a water catch. Off over this direction, the recreational miners I was telling you about was they had a bin right here with crushed ore. You see how fine that material is? And maybe this pile right here has yet to be processed, and it's still sitting here. Okay, now the reason I say that is because as we work our way to the next shack, look at what we have right here. We got a beautiful sluice box. I mean, this thing is in really nice shape. I would use it at my mine. All it needs is some carpets. It's not bent. It's not full of bullet holes. It's in real nice shape. Notice the style of the riffles down on this end over here are completely different to the ones down on this end over here. And you'll see that there's a gap underneath there. And that's okay because it's just missing the carpet. the carpet. But it's in really nice shape. Yeah, somebody could use this for their own operation. Okay, let's go over here. Concrete pads with studs sticking out. I would imagine this is where all of the motorized equipment was. Oh, and fantastic. Look at here. We have ourselves a date. See, I like it when I find that. March 17th, 1938. Oh, wait a second now. Is that a 3, guys, or is that an 8? That looks maybe more like an 8 to me. Maybe it's 88. Could this place be that new? It's possible, I suppose. Let's look around some more. Maybe, oh, back up. Okay, confirmed. Wow, this place is a lot newer than I expected. We have another one here. Looks like something 28 of 88. Huh, I wouldn't have guessed that. I figured we were in the 60s or 70s here. Okay, off over this direction. There was a loading dock. Kind of a strange place to put. I don't know if it was a loading dock. Maybe it was just a place to, yeah, it's just a retaining wall, I believe. That's what we have here. It's just a basic retaining wall. Okay, let's go check out this other building. This is fun. Even on a gray, gloomy, drizzly day, you can still have fun out here scratching around these old mine sites. Yeah. Okay, down here. Well, there's the old stairs. Let's take the old stairs. We'll head on in here and see what we have. Yeah, it's got that old cabin smell. Yeah. Little thing. Shelves off to the against that wall over there. A little tiny box. What that is? Oh, it's maybe something for power. Yeah. Okay. Not really seeing much of graffiti or anything like that. Take a look at the wiring. Yeah, see here we've got modern Romex. Yeah. So indeed, we're probably in the 80s. Okay. Wonder how much gold they got out of this. Off this direction, they had, there was a wood stove at one time. It popped up through the roof right there. And now it's been replaced by a table. Down under there. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the moment you all been waiting for. So let's observe the color of the rock here. See that gray? It's almost like a schist that they were getting into. Kind of gives you an idea of what's down in the mine. Yeah, real crumbly stuff too. All right, we'll head off this direction past old Bob. How you doing today, old Bob? Yeah, he's a little grumpy. He hasn't had his bath. See the mud splattered all over him? Yeah, I was out in the puddles the other day. Exploring the area around Oatman, Arizona. Speaking of Oatman, Arizona, boy, I mean, it's a cool place. Don't get me wrong, but everything is closed. No trespassing signs everywhere. Gated roads, cabled washes, you name it. And that's because it's a big tourist trap. That's why. Look at the size of this thing. This is just crazy. It's like they're trying to keep King Kong or something underground. I'd love to look at the contract and see how much it costs to build this monstrosity. All right, let's get a better look for you guys. We'll just step right over the top here, see if we can keep ourselves from falling into the shaft. I don't know if I do shine my light. We'll give it a try anyways. Let's try. No, we don't need that light. Come on now, work with me. Oh goodness, yeah. Well, I know you guys can't see it, but I can. It's about 100 feet deep until you get to the debris field. Yeah. All right. Let me set the camera down here for a second. Well, I can safely jump. Look at there. This old guy's moving around like a spring chicken. I know, huh? Well, that's because of all the hiking I do. It keeps you in shape. Except for my cookie belly. What are you going to do about that, right? Okay, let's head on inside here. Yeah, go figure. Ooh, it's batty. Pew! Stinky. Yeah, it's barred. Shoot. Well, we'll look up in there anyways. Oh, that's a stinky one, though. Okay, questions. I'm going to try to answer a few of your questions down in the comments section. Maybe I can do this better by setting the camera down. Yeah, maybe something like that, huh? Hopefully you can see me from there. So, what they do here is there's a certain distance. It's typically 4 to 6 inches between one bar to the next. And the reason that they do that is the bats that fly in and out of the mine can easily detect these bars with their sonar. And that's more than enough distance for the bats to come flying in and out, okay? Now, sometimes on the bottom, they'll weld in a bar that's shaped like it kind of goes up, then over, then back down again. And that's to allows the rodents to coming in and out of the mine. So the reason that they're bat barring these mines is it's not only to keep humans out of them, you know, keep people out of trouble, but abandoned mines make great habitat for all kinds of different critters: bats, mice, pack rats, raccoons, mine cats, skunks, you name it. Yeah, abandoned mines are perfect for various critters and various kinds of habitats. Okay, guys, let's keep poking around here and see what else we can find. Okay, so heading back around this direction. See there, you might be able to get a better look at it off on that hillside over there. It's not a very big waste rock pile coming out of it. I can only imagine it goes in maybe 40 feet or more, not much more. And one more look from this direction. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop back into old Bob and take you around the hill over here, and we're gonna go see if that portal pops out on the other side, and we're gonna go see what that ore chute is all about. I'll see you over there. Okay, I'm on the other side of the hill now. Let's start things off with a magnificent view of the west side of the Colorado River. Down there in the bottom, you can just barely make it out. Yeah, that's the Colorado River. Beautiful. It'd be even more beautiful today if it was a sunny day, but it's not. It's windy and it's cold and it's drizzly. Yeah, days like this I can kind of turn into a complainer, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. We are on the other side of the hill, so the direction that the camera is pointing right now is straight towards the vertical shaft we just came from. So you see that, you see how there's some workings on top of the hill, so that vein also tracked over this direction. And when I saw the waste rock pile that's behind me going down the hill on Google Earth, I said to myself, yeah, there's probably a portal on that side too. They ran it straight through the hill so they could get over here to where they were loading trucks. All right, let's get a better look at this. Look at this old ore bin and chute. Actually, this was acting not much as like a bin. There's no bin on that end. It's just a chute. They'd park a truck down here. There's probably a shaft maybe right up there. We'll go there in a minute, but let's first take a look underneath. Yeah, indeed. See, we got a door right there. We've got, see this pipe coming out of the mine? Compressor pipe. All right, let's get up in here and see what we have. Okay. All right, we'll turn some lights on. Here we go. What do we have? Oh yeah, it wasn't added at one time, but you see all that, oh, kind of a yellow-orange looking stuff? That's all that expanding foam. So they got in here, threw in bags of expanding foam, put rocks on top of it, and sealed it off, unfortunately. Yep. Okay, well, there's not much more to see in here. Let's keep looking around. I'll turn around here, and we'll head back outside. Okay. Let's go up the hill. See what we have up here. Yeah, just as I thought. There was a shaft, and they were winching it up with a shiv wheel up top and tipping it over right there. Let's look down the shaft, see if we have anything. But it's all filled with that foam. Sure is. Yeah, nothing left. Filled in. Okay, looking off this direction, right down here, that's where they would have had the winch or the hoist mounted on that wood right there. And as I was showing you earlier, we've got some workings that go across the top of the hill, but I'd imagine they're shallow. I'm going to take a walk up there just to make sure. Why don't I do that right now, just to make sure we don't. We'll see if we have an open stope we could potentially wiggle ourselves into. I'll meet you up on top of the hill. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Here we are. See how they clean this out? The width of the vein is about 4 feet wide. Yeah, let's get out here and get a better look at it. Gosh, that's a spectacular view down there. I wish you guys were here to see this. You know, the camera just never does things like that justice. Okay, miners, let's take a closer look here. We're looking down into, yeah, it's just a prospect. So they wanted to come at it from the top side going down to see if the values would pick up, and they didn't. And that's why they stopped. Over here, see that vein just keeps trekking across the hill right over here. At least here we can kind of see some more like tan colors, which is the vein still in place. You see that? See, they didn't remove that. It's probably about 12 inches wide right through there. No, they didn't take that. Must not be anything in it. Okay, one final thing before we head back to Old Bob. I see a cross on the crest of the hill over there. We might have a grave site. So I'm gonna head over there and see if it is, or if it's just a corner marker. I'll see you over there. All right, up the hill we go. Here we are. Yeah. Whew. That is a hike. And indeed we do. Look at this. We have a grave site. Oh, how cool is that? See, they got a perimeter of rocks. Wonder if that piece of wood right there has any carvings in it. Let's look. Whew, I catch my breath here. Huh. Isn't that something? I'll be darned. Yeah, I never walk on top of graves. Bad mojo. Well, yeah, one time, maybe this was a plaque. Probably went right there. Maybe at one time, but it's all weathered now. Not much left of it. I think what we can do here is kind of repair this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna find another rock around here I can use. Keep that propped up. Here we go. I don't know who you were, but I hope you're in a good place. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back down to Old Bob. I'll see you down there, okay? Okay, guys. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming along with me for another episode of Gly Shorts. I really appreciate that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to continue on to the north. On Google Earth, I can see some pretty big mines out that direction. There's some open stopes running across this hillside. Maybe there's a lower adit I can get into. I don't know. We're just going to have to see. It's going to take me a little way to wiggle myself up that direction, because this whole area is just winding roads and washes and kind of a tricky place to be 4x4ing, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, again, thank you so very much, and I'll see you all again this coming Saturday. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.